Hello, my creeplings. So I actually have a recommendation for one of you. One of the guys I work with, Al. Hi, Bundy. He told me about this one, and he said I should check it out, and I did, and I'm not regretting it one bit. This movie is called 12 Hour Shift. Y'all probably haven't even really heard of this one. It got lost in the COVID shuffle. It was supposed to be released in 2020, and it did get released to a film festival, the Fantasia Film Festival. And then COVID happened, and I imagine had this hit theaters, it probably would have been a lot more well known. So we'll just start going through it. So the movie's called 12 Hour Shift. Directed and written by a woman named Brea Grant. Not a huge amount of names in here, but the names that are in here I am well familiar with, and I definitely have watched plenty of movies with them in them. It stars Angela Bettis. Now, my modern horror fans definitely know her from, let's see, there was a sci-fi miniseries where she played Carrie. She did an episode of Masters of Horror. She works with director Lucky McKee a lot. The woman's earned her stripes in the horror genre. She'd be one I would definitely like to meet and talk shop with. David Arquette shows up as a criminal, and we have a little appearance by the one, the only Mick Foley, wrestler extraordinaire. I got to watch him at a panel at Horror Hound, and the man's a treasure. And I love when he does stuff like this. It just, one more reason for me to like him. So 12 Hour Shift is a black comedy, a horror comedy. Not so heavy on the horror, but it's definitely an interesting movie. I'm going to set the scene for you. It's Arkansas. It's 1999. So you're going to hear a few Y2K references in news clips that are playing in the background, just to give you an idea of where we're at. So, Angela Bettis plays Mandy. Now, she is a nurse in I'm assuming it's a somewhat rural hospital. She's a drug addict, and she is also part of a black market organ scheme. So yeah, don't die in this hospital. Your kidney might not make it. And that's kind of what we're going to focus on right now is kidneys. She steals medication. She's in the black market ring to finance her drug habit. She's not in a good spot. She's in league with the head nurse, or is it head nurse? Desk nurse, excuse me, Karen, who's played by a woman named Nakia Gamby Turner. She's really good in this. She has brought on her dumb cousin Regina to be the go-between to take the organs from the hospital to buyer Nicholas, who's played by Nick Cage. Or not Nick Cage, Mick Foley. Jesus, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and we brought up Nick Cage, so that just kind of bumped up. Sorry about that. So Mandy's got a double 12-hour shift here. She has a kidney. She gives it to Regina. Now, Regina is the opening of the movie. You kind of follow Regina around her little Corvette. She's off partying, and she's a perky little blonde. She's just kind of like dumb and more in it for money, and you don't like Regina. Let's just put it that way. She thinks she's being cute by putting cold sodas into the cooler for transport to keep them cold. Then I can have a party after. Oh yeah, some of these accents are really bad too, by the way. If you are a Southerner, I'm sorry. And I'm going to apologize now for slipping in and out of these bad accents, but if I'm quoting, my brain tends to do that. So she takes this cooler to Nicholas, and it turns out the cooler only has a soda in it. Bitch never grabbed the fucking kidney. Nicholas is like, if you don't give me that kidney, because I need that by tonight, I'm taking yours. And doing all kinds of other nasty things to her. So, Regina comes back. Can't find it. Tells Mandy she needs another. Mandy's like, I am not helping you. I already did what I had to do. And tries to go Bowder night. Well, they had it admitted, let's see, they have a patient who's unconscious, possibly has Alzheimer's. They have a convict played by David Arquette coming in because he had suicide. There's an older man on dialysis. I mean, she's got her hands full. I'm just going to say that much. This woman's got her hands full. So, Regina comes in, slips into some scrubs, and kills the guy on dialysis. Assuming that Mandy's going to help her get the kidney out. And she's like, his kidneys are shit because he's on dialysis. You do not know what you're doing. Go wait in your car. I will get you a kidney. You have to wait an hour. Well, because of the death of the dialysis patient, they called the cops. So there's a police investigation going on. She's trying to get this kidney. And then they wheel in a comatose patient, and it turns out to be her half-brother. In short, hijinks ensue. She gets the kidney from another comatose patient that she ends his life and harvests it in the thing. She goes to give it, leave it where they do their swap at the soda machine out back. And Regina, of course, can't find it. So she panics and kills a skateboarder and takes his fucking bladder. At this time, Nicholas is getting antsy and sends one of his henchmen, a guy named Mikey, to enter the hospital. And basically, we have all kinds of... He's threatening Regina. Regina's knocked out a few nurses, or at least one nurse. The hospital's or emergency room or whatever is on lockdown. In the end, we end up, I think, with Mikey dead. Regina is walking off into her car. The cops are all questioning everybody. And Mandy goes out to her car to take a nap because she gets to start another shift soon. We think she's in the free and clear. She walks in to go start her next shift, and you see Nicholas following in right behind her. I know that's a really short synopsis, but I don't want to give it all away. Plus, I had been doing a lot of longer videos, and I kind of want to keep these short. This was a hoot. Not a whole lot of the, especially gory special effects. This is a character-driven piece. This is a situational-driven piece. But it was really good. Like I said, I think had it come out a year earlier or now, you know, when we were actually able to go back and forth to the theater, it probably would have done really, really well. Angela Bettis always, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Bettis or Betts. I always say Bettis. Angela Bettis has always given a solid performance. So she plays this strung out, haggard, tired of all the bullshit shift nurse so well. I've known nurses in my life, and yes, by the end of a 12-hour shift, that is how they feel. Not all of them and not every day, but if you went through a night like this, I think the girl sailed through it. So 12-hour shift, released in 2020, starring Angela Bettis, David Arquette, and Mick Foley. I highly, highly suggest this one. It's a fun little jaunt. It's definitely something different. So I would definitely go watch it. I know this was a short video, but I'm trying to keep them that way for a little while. So it's getting late and I got things to do. So that's about the fourth time I've said that word. Sorry. I'm just going to say a good night, my creeplings, and say it with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.